So on your driving test, you're going to be asked to do one of 4 manoeuvres, and in this video we're going to be looking at bay parking, and we're going to be looking at reversing in on a right angle and reversing in on an angle. So without further ado, we're going to get on with this and show you how to do a bay park. Okay, so the first manoeuvre we're going to look at is reversing to the left. And it's on a right angle. So instructors commonly teach this method of reversing because it gives you maximum control, and it's pretty hard to actually get the manoeuvre wrong. But on the flip side, it gives you maximum time to actually look around the car to make sure everything is all safe. So first things first, we're going to move away from this space now. And we're going to get ourselves roughly a metre away from the bays. So good look around the vehicle, make sure everything's all safe. And we're going to move forward, so we're roughly a metre away from the spaces on our left hand side. Now, some instructors will say that you're looking to try and get a line on the side of the car roughly halfway up the door, which is what I teach my students. But for the purpose of this, what we're looking for is your door mirror to be just above the line in front of the mirror. So once we've got that point, we're going to pop the car into reverse. Good look around to make sure everything is safe. And then when we start to move, we're going to do a full lock to the left. So turn the wheel as far to the left as it will go. So good look around, make sure nothing's coming. As you start to move, we're going to full turn to the left. We're going to keep observing as we move around and just keep checking all the time. So you've got maximum control and the car's going in the space. As the car starts to straighten up, we're going to turn the wheel back to the right, and then we're just going to adjust accordingly where we need to be. Once we finish the manoeuvre, handbrake on, into neutral, and then relax. From a test point of view now, you can open the door to have a look if you're in the space, and if you need to adjust, then you can adjust it. But what I'll do is I'll cover the adjustment type manoeuvre after I've done the next one. So the next one we're going to do now is where we actually angle the car to come back into the space. So what I'm going to do now is move away again. So good look around because we're in a car park. If it's safe, we're going to move away. Now what we're doing this time is we're using the same door mirror. So we're roughly a metre away. So we're in the centre of the lane. And when this door mirror now, your left door mirror, hits the last line of the space you want to go into, we're going to do a full lock to the right. And then what's going to happen is then the back end of the car is going to point into the bay where you want to go. Once you find the bay which you want to go into, we're going to stop the car and straighten the wheels up. Into reverse. Good look around as usual. Full lock to your left, and the car is going to come into the space which you wanted. So we keep looking around the car. When the car is straight, straighten your wheels up, and you just adjust accordingly to whichever line you need to move towards. Once you're finished, handbrake goes on, into neutral, open the door if you need to on your test to have a look. You can even ask your examiner to open the door to have a look at where you are. As long as you're inside the space, you don't need to adjust it. If you're on top of a line or you're straddling into the next bay, you will need to adjust it. So now we're going to have a look at how we actually fix a reverse if we come in next to the line. So usual thing, set the car up, good look around, and I'm going to go off to the right this time because it's quite busy down this end of the car park today. As we move out, so I'm going to purposely do this one wrong, so I'm roughly a metre away, and then I'm going to make sure that I'm in 2 spaces when I actually come back. So my line is roughly halfway up the door, but what I'm going to do is push a little bit further. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to be coming in on top of the line closest to the left hand side of the car. So, good look around, turning my wheel. As I come back, I can see that I'm on top of the line, but I'm not going to do anything about it at the moment. You've got an option to fix this when you're actually on driving test, so take the time and fix it when you need to. So car's straight, wheel straight. As I come in, I'm going to stop, and I can see handbrake on into neutral. I can see that there's a line on this side of the car, so I'm quite away from this line. So what I'm going to do now is fix it. Picking the gear again, good look around. Because I need to get closer to the right hand side, I'm going to turn to the right as I start moving. So good look around. I'm going to get off the line on the left hand side of the car, and then I'm going to straighten the car up again. Once the car is straight, I'm going to straighten the wheels. Try not to go into the bays in front. Examiner will mark you for that. Just imagine that there's a vehicle in front of you. In the door mirrors now, I can see both the lines on either side of the car. So I'm just going to go back in a straight line, but I'm going to adjust slightly to the right. So if I turn to the right, I need to turn to the left to get the car straight again. And once the car is straight, I'm just going to straighten the wheels. I'm going to reverse back, and I'm going to place the car inside the bay. Once I've stopped, handbrake on, into neutral, and relax. So I hope this video has helped you understand how you can do the bay park for your driving test. So you've got two methods, either right angle or an angled reverse. But you can use whichever method you feel more comfortable with on your driving test. What I will do is pop a little link to show you how to do the forward bay park for the next video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.